So in the previous pricing structure video, we demonstrated how to set up a pricing structure and put some basic product and customer rules in there. And what we're going to do in this video is now take a deeper look at product and customer rules and the flexibility that it offers. So here's the pricing structure that we set up, and currently it's applicable to all products and all customers. So we'll now just edit this product rule to return to the product rule page and take a closer look at what we can see here. So firstly, we have the status, which is either an allow rule or a deny rule. Now it's currently grayed out at the moment for this rule because it's the only rule attached, and we need to actually allow a set of products before we can deny any products. So if we were to go back and create a new rule on top of this one, this option would then become available. So where this can start to get a little bit confusing is where we're working with allow rules that contain the is not rule. So to demonstrate a common mistake people make, we're going to add a couple of rules here. So the first one, we're going to allow a specific category. So we can now see that currently this pricing structure affects everything in the accessories category. So we're now going to add a second rule that's going to be an allow rule that is not the Ingram Micro supplier. So at first glance, this may appear as though the pricing structure is applicable to all products in the accessories category that are not Ingram Micro products, but these two rules are actually working independently. What this is actually saying is that the pricing structure is applicable to all products in the accessories category and also all products that are not Ingram Micro products. So we'll now take a look at how we can modify these rules so that it does limit it to accessory products that are not Ingram Micro. So this can be done one of two ways. So the first way, we can delete this Ingram rule, and we're then going to edit the accessories rule to say that it's limited to the accessories, and inside this rule we're also going to say where it is not Ingram Micro. So it's a single rule defining two different cases. So now we can see this is clearly identifying it as all products that are not Ingram but that are in the accessories category. The other way that we could do this is to turn this rule back to all accessories and then add a second rule using the deny feature of Ingram Micro. So the list of allow and deny rules will work together. So what we can see here is we're saying include any of the following products. Products in the accessories category, but don't include the Ingram Micro products. So both these ways will achieve the same thing. Now to further complicate the matters, we can add another allow rule of say consumable products, and this deny rule is going to be applicable to both of those categories now. So we're saying give us all the accessories and all the consumables that are not Ingram Micro. If instead what we wanted to say was all the accessories that are not Ingram plus all consumables, we would need to drop this rule and go back into the accessories and additionally add where it is not Ingram. So now what we're looking at is all the accessories that are not Ingram Micro plus all consumables. So if we now take a look at the customer rules, they work very, very similar. So if we were to add a second rule and say where the user is not an administrator, again these two rules are working independently. So we're saying that all customers firstly, and then in addition to that we're saying all customers that are not the administrator role. So this second rule is a little bit redundant because we're already saying all customers. If we wanted to say all customers that are not administrators, we can delete this rule, and we can do it with one or two ways. We can edit the all rule to say where they are not administrators, and that's quite clear now that it's applicable to everyone that's not an administrator. Or we can open this one back up to be all customers, and then add a second rule that is a deny rule of where they are administrators. So now we can see that it says allow all customers but deny where they are administrators. So we can quickly start to see that the pricing structures are very flexible, but at the same time they can become very complicated very quickly. If we have multiple pricing structures set up, things can really spiral out of control quickly. So it's worth sitting down at the start and just mapping out exactly how you wish to define your pricing. Quite often we see customers will just continuously add a new pricing structure every time they wish to make a pricing change, and then it becomes very difficult to see which pricing structure is actually calculating the price.